So
Oh, this is much better now. Awesome.
I think it's better. I was only trying to connect from my my computer where I can share my screen, but unfortunately, it's like my internet connection was really very poor, so I have to do it from another device. So that means I have to do it without sharing my screen. But we can arrange it next time so that I can share out my screen.
No problem. Important is
Yeah, but
the
sorry,
lecture.
I know, I know I've taken much of your time, like half of the time that we are supposed to spend here, but I'll kindly request the team to bear with me. It's quite unfortunate.
No problem. We understand. These technical things are always like that. Are always like that.
Yes.
No, what we're going to do is instead of 1 hour, 30 minutes, I think you can only do it for 1 hour, sir.
Okay, fine.
Then they are going to take a break to come for another program. So first I'm going to introduce you, sir. Now, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Twikatane EV or Twikatane NGO in partnership with Diverse Learning Institute based in Germany, Hamburg, Elmshorn. And the duo is running a very important project called Agribusiness and Entrepreneurship. For we have identified that we can make use of what God has gifted Africa with, that is the African soils, for us to change the global perspective of Africa as being a poor continent, which is not supposed to be the case because we are endowed with everything, but we've chosen amongst all the endowments that we've got given agriculture or agribusiness, that we have to mobilize the youth, the adults, and those that are willing to see Africa propel in the things of agriculture, because any nation on earth needs food, regardless of how rich that nation is, how poor that nation is, how intermediate that nation is. Food must be on the table, and any type of food that we talk about comes from the soil. That's why we introduced the ASAP, the African soil, which not only does eradicate the poverty levels from most parts of the continent of Africa, but to empower our learners to have them be blended to this project and be blended to our partner nation, which is Deutschland or Germany in English, if you may like it. Of course, the students that we've got here, they are about to complete this course, which is going to last for 1 year. They're going to be along the coast in 2 cooperatives and start working together, connecting them to Germany and Europe. So much that the produce or products that they're going to have are going to be distributed within their communities, within their nation, within as well the excess being exported to Germany, which arrangements we've already made. So the fulfillment is now being undertaken by our dear students that are here from Congo DR, Kenya, and I think there's a group from Zambia joining us today. So today we're having Mr. Rodgers from Pillar Foundation. He's a trainer, he's a CEO of an NGO in Kenya and globally, well connected, and he's got a great message to all of us. So students, let's be attentive, let's be quieter, and let's make sure that our microphones are muted so that we get the nitty-gritty. This is the organization for those, especially that are based in Kenya, that is also working with us to ensure that your agricultural practicals, when we come to the levels of practicals, it is going to be in the forefront. So Mr. Rodgers, thank you so much for sharing your time and welcome. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I'm very much honored for a very big introduction. I'm honored for that. My name's Rodgers Soenga, and I am the co-founder of a society called Pillars Care Foundation. And in Pillars Care Foundation, we are much committed to make agribusiness appealing to young people and women, and also to employ young people as well. And I want to take this opportunity before we start to thank everyone that have joined us and is following us from Kenya, from Zambia, from Congo, from Germany, and any other place across the globe for this wonderful session. And let me start by giving a brief background of me in a minute time. I was born and raised in a small village in Kenya, a place called Migori, and I went to school and came out of school like me and you, like you and me, and I had a lot of desire to do a lot of things, and during my time in school, I had aspiring to become an engineer by profession because I loved the engineering aspect of it. But out of the experience or what I got after coming out of school, out of college, I came to realize that there is a lot that we need to change, particularly in Africa as young people. We need to change our mindset. And today, in the career aspect that I am doing in wherever that we do our safe spaces, I rarely advise young people on career issues, but I've gone back to the community to train, to do career guidance for the parents instead of the students, because my parents and your parents will only feel good if they hear that my son is a graduate with engineering, my son is a doctor, my son is a pilot, and they feel it's a good thing when you are being mentioned that she's a mother to a doctor, a father to an engineer. So they can sponsor you in higher education, sell land, animals, and all the properties just to send you to universities and college to achieve bigger ambitions in education. But one of the things that they forget about is that after you have come back from that university, after you have come back from that college, you have been sent to Germany to study engineering. You have been sent to USA to study medicine. Now you have come back to the village. What plan have they put aside the same way they did for the education to ensure that you learn to your dream job? That's number one. And I think that even in African schools, we have also created a lot of harm to young people, whereby every day we tell young people, okay, what will you like to become? And everybody's like, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a doctor, I want to do this and that. So guys, when I went to high school, to higher education, I did engineering and came back. When I came back, I was employed somewhere else in somebody's farm to work there, making millions of money for this person, but earning a very little money by the end of the day. Then I was asking myself, where do I want to go to? Is this my purpose of my life? I had to quit that job and came back to the village. So when I came back to the village, things were not easy, and I realized that the only way to venture is agriculture. And I want to tell you guys that agriculture is paying, and it's really a big venture that someone can get into. So let's get to the business of the day. We want to focus today to look on agribusiness, and agribusiness is just it's a term that is derived from two names called agri and business. Agri is the art of farming, and business the art of doing business. And I want to tell you that there is no business if there is no agriculture, and particularly in Africa, whereby we are still agriculture-based countries. We are agriculture-based continent. Our business is highly dependent on the product that comes from the palm. So that is why we merged the two names and said agribusiness, like those who are doing the production aspect, those who are doing the sales aspect, those who are doing dealing with the product. It's formed into two components. input sector and the service sector. For example, in business we have those who are selling products and those who are selling services. So all these are the aspects that are being captured in agribusiness. So let's give agribusiness. Let's define agribusiness. Agribusiness is a term used to describe the sector that and comprises all economic activities that are related to farming, like chemical farming, breeding, crop production, farming, farm machinery marketing. It also involves marketing and sales. That's why we said it has two components of a product, of a output sector and a input sector and service agribusiness sector. So I think I'll share this one in the mail, so people don't need to struggle to write much. I had wished to share my screen, but from the other device I had a challenge. So it can also be defined as it is a combination of the word of agriculture and business, and refers to the business related to farming related commercial activities. Agribusiness involves all the steps required to send the agricultural goods to market, and namely production, processing, and distribution. So like you see here, we have three processes that defines agribusiness. That is, we have production aspect, we have processing aspect, and we have distribution aspect. In production, this is where we produce raw material in the farm, and in processing, this is where we turn raw materials to adding value. For example, those who are growing mangoes, if you are growing mangoes, you can end up making a mango juice. So you are adding value to that mango. Those who are producing milk, for example, we can take to a processing site where we can now turn milk into a yogurt. We are adding value to that milk. Then we have the aspect of distribution. The aspect of distribution is whereby we take it next to the consumers, and that is the aspect of a business now, selling it to the final consumer. Then let's check on what are the three sectors of agribusiness. We have sectors that are the agribusiness system. We have agricultural output sector, the production sector, and the processing manufacturing sector. I was just breaking it down for people to explain, to understand it better. Under agricultural input sector, this is where we in the farm, the inputs we are using at the farm. And this is highly from the type of seeds you are going to grow, the type of breed of animal, the type of seeds you want to plant, the type of crop you want to deal in, the type of farm inputs you want to use, like tractors, maybe jembes, hose, like forks, jembes, and those are like inputs, input. Then we have the production. In the production is closely related with input sector, because this is the, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, okay, fine.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, fine, that's good. We also have the, in the sector still, we have the process manufacturing sector. In the process manufacturing sector is the same thing like I explained earlier up there, that this is the aspect of turning the raw material into a useful thing. We have other products that cannot be used as a raw material, but they can be used if you process them and manufacture them. So we shall be showing you them in our next class, when we'll be able to share our screen. I had prepared all of them here. What is the difference between agriculture and agribusiness? That's another thing that we need to ask ourselves. Let's mute our mic kindly. What's the difference between agriculture and agribusiness? And this is the question that we are asking. I believe all of us, we are coming from the village where we are doing farming. Are we doing what? Just take just flash back at home and see what you are doing. Are you doing agriculture or are you doing agribusiness? What you are producing at home, are you producing for home consumption or you are producing for business? So the difference between agriculture is the act of science of cultivating the soil. That is agriculture. It is the act of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops and rearing and management of livestock. That is agriculture. Whereby in agriculture we have three components. That is cultivating, harvesting, rearing, and management of livestock. While agribusiness is a business connected to agriculture and a business connected to agriculture, either owning or operating a large-scale farm or catering to those who do so. For example, in agribusiness, we have those who can buy from the producers and sell, get the product from the farmer and sell to the final consumers. I don't know whether you are getting me or somebody getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Okay, fine. Let's continue. Let's also check the importance of agrobusiness. Let's check the importance of agrobusiness. From agriculture to agrobusiness has brought with numerous benefits. And that is using the dormant human resource, the release of workers to non-agricultural endeavors, to a better equality of food and fiber, a greater variety of production. So in agribusiness, we have come to a greater production of a variety of products that was not done before, like improved nutrition and increased mobility of people. Someone has not mute. Someone should mute the mic. Their mic. Can you please mute our mic? Oh, that's better now. Another question that I always is agrobusiness a good career? We want to see whether agrobusiness is a good career to venture into or not. And what are the opportunities that are in agrobusiness? We have a variety of opportunities that as young people we can embrace from agriculture. And that is, and we have quite a number of them. Some of us, when we hear about agriculture or agrobusiness, what comes to our mind is the act of actual farming, taking a djembe or a hoe. Then you go to the farm and start tilling the land or weeding the crops. That is what comes into our mind. But we also have other things that yes, somebody is trying to speak. Let's put down our concern. We are going to give a time for people to ask questions and us to respond to them. Let's look at the opportunities that one can get if you are engaged in agrobusiness or in agriculture aspect of it. We have 10 most rewarding agrobusiness careers that we always advise young people and any other person who is interested in agriculture to embrace it. In agrobusiness, we have faculties like agronomy salesperson. Can someone mute the mic, please? There is echo. Okay. One of the opportunities career opportunities that are in agribusiness is like agronomy salesperson, renewable energy analyst, agricultural managers, agricultural operations specialists, we have agricultural policy specialists, agricultural science teachers, agricultural accountant, and agro-business managers and market analysts. All these things I'm going to share with you the notes via the email so that you can look into them where we have much detailed them. You can read them at your own time. Up to that point, I would like us also to look at how to start your own agribusiness. This is the most interesting aspect of it. Most of us, we have a challenge of how will I get started? How will I start doing this? How will I do that? Here is a 5 basic things that you need to. Somebody has not muted the mic and there's a lot of echo. I don't know whether, I don't know, Mr. Evans, if you can mute for. Okay, fine. That's better. Somebody Infinite, mute kindly. Okay, fine. Okay, that's better now. Someone has not muted the mic. Let me, that is a Neon Ray Pro. Unmute your mic, and Infinix Smart 5. Kindly unmute, mute your mic. Mute your mic, I mean. Can you please mute your mic? Let me mute for you from my end. Okay, fine. Let's continue. For those who have been asking many questions, and this question that young people are asking themselves, be it in Kenya, Gambia, USA, and even in Germany, is how to get started. This is the most difficult aspect where we as the young people, we are getting challenges. And as young people, before you start any agrobusiness, there are some of the factors that we need to consider. I want to list them. I want to tell you, I want to show you the way you need to go if you want to do to participate or to have your own agrobusiness. I can hear a lot of echo from my end, so I don't know whether people are getting me. So somebody has just refused to mute the mic. So how to start your own agrobusiness is first of all, before you decide on an idea or product or service, it is important that you do what is called a research of a specific market you are planning to enter into, like doing a market research of the product that you want to deal with, because agrobusiness is the selling of farm product. So you have to do your own research or selling services. In this product I want to deal in, or in these services, be it you want to offer the services of maybe you want to be you want to weed for somebody, you want to specialize in certain seeds, fertilizer, you want to do you want to give a cooling services, like for the farmers who are dealing with perishable goods, you want to offer the services of cooler system whereby you store their product, like milk, you put them in the coolers on their behalf. So you have to do a market research and identify that what is the gap within your area, within your setup. Because this is also another challenge. People will always see an opportunity in miles away from their villages, kilometers away from their backyard homes. So first of all, before you think of expanding to your city, to a bigger town, think about your environment. What is the gap, or what is the market? How is the market of the product that you want to get into and sell to? What is your you want to sell? You do a market study, you do the mapping you as an individual. Then secondly, after you have identified a market or a gap that you want to fill, you must create a plan. You must create a plan. Draw a business plan. After drawing a business plan is trying to show where you are going to start, the next move up to the final, getting the service of the product to the final consumer, from the receiving end to the final end. You have to draw a plan and arrange all the necessary things before you get into that market. Secondly, arrange for funds. You must arrange for funds. What do we mean by arranging for funds? For example, let me bring it down. You want to open up an agro because maybe in your village farmers are traveling maybe 5 kilometers to get an agrovet to buy farm inputs like maize seeds, vegetable seeds, fruit seeds, and fertilizers. So you have to ask yourself, what do I need to come up with an agrovet to open up a shop where farmers can get products? First of all, you need to check. You need a license. Are you certified? You go, you look for this license so that you can be allowed by the government to sell the farm inputs. Secondly, that is now financial involvement. Financial involvement. So if you are dealing in maybe you want to offer the cooling services, like farmers bring their fruits, vegetables, you store for them in your cooler. You have to think how you will purchase a cooler, and that maybe you don't have funds. Then you say, okay, I'll fundraise, I'll borrow. Then you start doing a mapping how to get the funds from financial institutions, from donation from your parents, maybe from friends, and all the ways that all of us understand of accessing funds, like all of that. Then understand the next step after you have got funds for your business, for your agribusiness you are setting up. You also need to understand the law and regulation. Maybe you want to offer like services. You are planning to open up a shop which is selling farm inputs like seeds, an agrovet. You need to know most of the farm inputs are being imported to the country. So like most of the organic fertilizers, you need to know, is it a certified one in this country? Can it be sold in this country, or is it not? You also need to know the period a certain seed need to be in the shop. If it goes beyond there, you cannot sell it. What is the law? What's the policy governing the selling of seeds to farmers? And what is the regulations that are related to it? So you also map all these things and understand them. Then finally, for your business to thrive, you also need to register your business and acquire licenses. You need to register it and acquire license. So you register, you go to the government, you register, you get certified. Then you do the final arrangement of setting up your business. So up to there, we have tried to exhaust to understand what is agribusiness and what it takes for you to set up your own agribusiness. Let's look and let's get to another area and learn why do we need a smart agriculture. Why do we need smart agriculture? This is a very practical thing that we have moved from the level of owning a very big land and getting a very low product because the moment you don't have enough capital, enough resources for you to kindly mute your mic.
Makali, wakongwa kuone wachame. Kono dungu kuna tuwalo wali.
Calvin's, mute your mic. Let's look what is smart agriculture. Smart agriculture research is to build a decision-making support system for smart management. Smart farming is necessary to address the issues of population growth, climate change, that have gained a lot of technology attention, from planting to watering of crops to healthy and harvesting. So we are also breaking down to understand what is smart farming, and these are the things that have always been featured out in smart farming, from technology attention in planting, in watering, in doing irrigation, in crop health like harvesting. So those are the things that are comprises. Smart harvesting is we are calling this planting hybrid seeds, rearing hybrid animals, and a lot of them. I could have wished to share my screen as I explained this, because it could have shown a good examples, but we shall share it out. Impacts of smart farming are also evidence, and this is smart farming allows farmers to grow crops in a more controlled and productive manner. So, okay, thank you. I can hear everybody is quiet now. Impact of smart farming. The impacts of smart farming have been evidenced from a more controlled and productive manner, and a facilitated proper utilization of land through proper crop selection, and enhanced monitoring of soil erosion, temperature, plant health, and other critical pests that impacts the yields. So these are things that in smart farming, these are those who have advanced and start doing smart farming. They have featured into looking to these areas that I've mentioned, like the first of all, getting more control and more crop in a more controlled and productive manner. So, and also a better utilization of land through proper crop selection. What do we mean by proper land utilization? Through proper crop rotation. This is what it means. Maybe where you are coming from, you see, for example, what happens in the villages. There is a crop that we have used to grow in a village, and we have grown it over and over and over again. like in Africa, most of the countries, their staple food is maize. It's being called corn. That is what is their staple food. So you realize that they have grown maize in the same land, year in, year out, until now the same crop cannot do well in those areas. So that is why we are saying instead of you getting or growing the same product or the same variety of maize in the same soil, year in, year out, you now get into doing what is a proper selection of the type of maize or corn you want to grow in that farm that is suitable with your soil. That's where we start by a proper utilization of land, proper selection of a crop that you're going to grow. Maybe maize can do. You have been doing maize. You start doing beans. Maybe you've been doing beans. It cannot do. You get into like fresh produce, like vegetables or fruits. Maybe you have been growing things like capsicum over and over again. You need to change and start growing pumpkins, doing the pumpkins. So all of these things are one way of proper utilization of land. The second thing is enhanced monitoring of soil erosion. What do we mean by this? You know, there are some of the type of farming that we do on our soils that sometimes enhances a lot of soil erosion. So as smart farming, you also need to check on this, to monitor your soil. Is every time your topsoil is being washed away by rain, by farming activities or activities toward the farm there, or you need to monitor it closely. Then after you have planted doing a proper selection of crop, monitored your soil erosion, you also need to check the health of the plants. For example, your soil has been exhausted and maybe the pH has gone down. So you need to add something like lime to boost the fertility of the soil. You need to do something like organic manure to make your own organic manure at home and boost the fertility of the soil. So those are that will enhance the health of the plant. Then another thing is checking on the aspect of the pesticide. Growing the same crop in the same field year in, year out will also attract the more pests and pesticides in that soil. So as you do a rotation of crops every season, different seasons, where you can confuse the pests, like as they prepare to breed for the next season, they will realize you have not planted the crop that is favorite to them. So they will become dormant. So you will be like confusing the cycle of breeding of pests in your land. That is all about smart farming. Let me also let's go to an open dialogue, an open discussion, and this is where we are going to share all of us. I can see we have around 20 minutes to go. So in that, we are going to just to share, and maybe you can ask me any question. I can also ask me, as we focus on sustainable agriculture. As we want to focus on sustainable agriculture, and first of all, let's know what's sustainable agriculture. So, sustainable agriculture is an integrated system of planting and animal production through having a site specific applications that will cover over the large term, such human food, the fiber.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I'm asking,
Uh-huh.
which modules specifically are we covering? Is it agribusiness, or we are covering agricultural engineering, or which one?
Okay, what we were doing, I don't know whether you already started the agribusiness classes, but I was giving a clear overview what is agribusiness, relating it to agriculture, because as Mr. Evans gave an introduction earlier there, we are focusing on making Africa the production base and selling to the upper countries as a market. So before we can do this, we have to give the aspect and people understand what is agribusiness and how it's related to agriculture.
Initially, we had started agribusiness with Mr. Namove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I understand. It's okay. It's okay. There's no problem. It's just to bring to your attention, so for people to understand, what is actually agrobusiness as it is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other concern? Okay, fine. Let's go on. Why is we want to check why is sustainable agriculture important? Sustainable agriculture. If we don't have sustainable agriculture, we are not going to have agribusiness, because we don't want at any point anything to cut the chain of products flowing from the farmer to the consumer, or the breakdown of services from the person giving services to the beneficiary of the services, the receiving end. So what is the importance of creating a smart agrobusiness? We want to check on the areas. Sustainable agriculture practices are intended to protect the environment, expand the Earth's natural resources base, and maintain the soil fertility. These are the key areas. The reasons why we are practicing in smart agriculture, we keep these three areas: natural resources base, and maintaining the improved soil fertility. So we must keep these areas always. So ladies and gentlemen, up to that point, I could have wished to play a number of videos of in the model farms, what we are doing in sustainable agriculture, but maybe I'll do it some other time if we get a wonderful opportunity like this one. We have a few minutes to go, 5 minutes. If anyone has a question or concern, you can always raise before we hand over to Mr. Evans.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. Hear you.
Hello. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah, you can now get me. Are you now getting me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, let's do this. In the chats there, you can.
which you were given initially. Yeah, I was asking, there were some questions which were given initially.
Your question, then we can, if you cannot get of network. Hello. Hello. Someone was asking something. Okay, maybe let me take it back to Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans, can you hear me?
Hello, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes. Maybe for today we have come to that end, up to that level. That's where we prepared. I prepared up to. But maybe I'll share this one in the email. Then you can share with them so that people can get the understanding of it better through the email, and also share with them a number of sites that they can visit for videos to see what takes, what is it in a business and smart farming and things to do with value addition.
Awesome. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Great. Let me just open my video, my camera. Yes. Wonderful. I was not on this class because I was on the other meeting. I hope our dear students got one or two things from you. And students, I can rest assure you, if you visited their website, their Facebook, you are going to see work on the ground. And this is what Twikatane, DLI, we are here marked for. Not seeing things from a distance, seeing things within your circles, around you, practical issues. So Pillar Foundation, Mr. Rodgers, keep doing good. You are a great partner with us, which we have recommended as well to Germany here as one of the partners to propagate our cause in agribusiness and entrepreneurship. We are so happy to receive you again as soon as possible, so that I know normally when you share the conferences I've attended, you know, you've hosted, when you share the screen, it gets a different touch and a different feeling. So maybe I can ask you this question before you go, sir. Most likely, when can you come back with a proper shared screen? Mr. Rodgers is freezing. Oh no. Oh no, Mr. Rodgers is freezing. Okay, okay. No problem. So we technicals, we lost Mr. Rodgers, and we're supposed to have Madam Louise together with Mr. Rodgers doing a great presentation from our neighbor country here, Turkey, the massive lady in whom you need in your work on this agribusiness project, well exposed, well trained, and well.
Tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, sir. When, sir?
I can share with my colleague so that she can come up tomorrow on a specific area. Maybe we come up with a specific area so that she can tackle that.
Perfect. That's Madam Louise. I was just even talking about her. Awesome. Can we make it the same time, 1 o'clock Kenyan time, 12 o'clock?
Yes. Let me share with her. I can share with her. Then I can come back to you maybe to inform so that you can inform all the students. But it is between 1 and 4 in the evening.
That's awesome. No problem. Share the information. Then we're going to share to our students as well in the course of the day. Mr. Rodgers.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and God bless you. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, in Migori County. We are based. Our offices are within the town center, but Currently, we are working with across the country. We have about a network of 5,000 farmers, which we have engaged, and working closely to 870 groups, which we are still doing mentorship in sustainable agriculture. And the last thing maybe I can say before the team leave is that when we talk about agriculture, it does not look appealing to young people. It looks like something that is not paying, something that is like a burden, because we understand the setup where we are coming from. We have made agriculture to become like a punishment. So what I can tell young people is that there is a way of doing a smart farming whereby you can sell to the immediate neighbor. For example, I don't know whether people can hear me.
Yes, they can hear you, sir. Don't worry.
I normally tell young people that if a young person, you are broke, and when I come to your home, there is land from up the hill up to the river, and you say that you are broke, then it means you don't understand the purpose of your life. Why am I saying this? Because most people, the argument is like, after we have produced, where am I going to sell? Let's take instance for people who are coming, for those who are in Kisumu or elsewhere. Somebody, you are coming in the immediate neighborhood where you are coming from, there is a public school, like a secondary school. And this is a boarding secondary school where we have students, they are using vegetables, they are using maize, they are using beans, they are using rice, and they are using milk. See that? So somebody travels like 40 kilometers to supply this school with kales or sukuma wiki, and this is something that you as a young person can produce in your backyard and sell to this school. You will not incur the transport cost. You will not incur you will not be leasing land because you'll be using the family land. You will not need a lot of things because you'll be harvesting from the farm, direct taking to the school. So we as young people, we need to change our perspective of how we see agriculture itself. So my advice to you, you all, is that let's embrace agriculture. Let's venture into these fields, and let's solve food problem in our homes. Before we think of selling and making money, think of solving food problem, food in a home. That is when you can do business. A hungry person cannot do any business. A hungry person cannot excel in any career. So the first market is your stomach, and the first person to sell to is within your family. So thank you, guys. Thank you. And
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, like specifically in Kenya, as young people, we are having challenges.
Yes.
You're growing up, finding that your parents or your grandparents had already sold the land that maybe you think you could cultivate as a young person. So now, as a youth, you now remain that there is nowhere you're going to cultivate.
Mr. Rodgers, that's a good question, please.
You're left like you don't have places to cultivate. And again, about
I shared with you yesterday.
About the fact that you've said we can always take them to schools, or those schools they always give tenders. So like
sorry. I muted you wrongly. Madam Ovidi, open your microphone, sorry. I was trying to mute another person.
Okay, so I was saying, perhaps you'd even think of taking your produce to schools. And you know the schools, they render tenders to specific people. As those public schools, be it primary or secondary. So as a young person, maybe you will not have the opportunity to sell your produce to them.
Okay, to that, the issue of tender, the issue of land, and the issue of market. let me handle that one. Let's start from the issue of land. Mr. Evans and others are here. It is very true that in Kenya, particularly in southern Nyanza, we are having a challenge of selling land, and we cannot deny that. And I can't deny that fact. And me and our sister, I will agree that land issue in the sale of land in the family is a bigger problem. But there is what is called smart farming. Smart farming is where you are using a small space to produce more. If maybe you're having something like a 50 by 100, and that's where we have a home at the same time. At the same time, you sort into growing what is best in that space that you have. Using the available resources to produce. And this is a challenge to young people in Kenya. They always say that we don't have money, we don't have this. The issue of land is a challenge everywhere. And I want to assure you that that is not the stumbling block to produce. You can venture into poultry. Poultry does not need hectares of land. You can venture into doing things like ducks. You just need a small space. You do what you can do best. The issue of tenders and maybe getting opportunities to sell in, yes, my brother, I'm just coming to you. Let me just handle my sister here first. The issue of tenders and the rest. And this is, I want to say, this is a challenge. And this is coming to the issues of advocacy and speaking out as young people. Let me give the perspective of Kenya. The reason as to why we young people, we are not accessing tenders and from the county government, from the local institutions is because of this. Suppose today you are given a tender to supply scales to a public school. One of the things that the principal need is consistency and to ensure him that you will always give product, like you will always be there. So other people, this is where middlemen get it an easier way to go about, because number one, the middleman has the information where the produce is and has the information where the market is. So the principle is solved like working with a middleman rather than working direct with a farmer, because a middleman, if he comes to farmer A and farmer A does not have scales, he will always run to farmer B in a neighboring village to get vegetables, to take to the principal, take the school. So that is why we are calling into forming corporates, young farmers corporate in Kenya, whereby we can have a pool of products being brought together. Suppose we just have like in my home, I wish one of these days to do a live class so that I can take you around. It is a quarter an acre. See that? But we have grown a lot of things there. You can see how we have tried to use different technologies to ensure that we have different products within a small piece of land. So when we are as a trade union, as a corporate, as young people, if I bring 10 kg of kales, my colleague will bring another 10, another person 20 kg. As we bring it together, we can be able to supply a school that needs 100 kg of kales within a day. So that is why we as young people, we are not able to access these tenders in schools because we are not reliable. Suppose today you are here doing farming, tomorrow you hear there's your aunt living in the city tells, oh, there's a job opportunity. You will stop supplying the school and run to another opportunity. So this is our problem as young people. Then thirdly, the issue of market. Market is also a challenge to us as young people. The reason as to why, all of us, we have smartphones, we have laptops, but we don't spend time to research and do what is needed in the market as now. For example, where I come from, milk is a hot cake. People are really, those who are doing dairy farming are making a lot of money. And you realize everybody wants to venture into milk production. Now the question is, why can't you venture even into further production? You see that? So people want to venture into a specific thing. And in Kenya, we have top 10 businesses that all young people will want to join in. That is Thank you. Somebody was trying to say something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. So I was trying to say that in Kenya, there are top 10 businesses that young people will always venture into. And in a minute, let me just highlight a few of them. In Kenya, all young people believe that if they open up maybe something like an M-Pesa, a kinyozi, a salon, a wines and spirit, a dairy, those are things that are likely, young people are likely to venture into in Kenya. And that is why they are overflooded in the market and their produce cannot be sold. I don't know whether I've tried to exhaust there.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm saying it's fortunate that you are located in Kenya. It's even more advantageous. I would like to request that as you educate us about agribusiness, also educate the boy child that they should not undermine the power of the ladies when it comes to farming. You know, in Kenya, as a culture, ladies are not given much priority in farming. So as much as we want to educate us about agribusiness,
yes,
remind the other gender that we can also do good in farming. So you can always come up with education, as in education.
My sister, maybe remind me your name and where you are coming from.
Pardon?
Remind me your name and maybe where you are coming from.
Winnie from Homa Bay, Gabon.
Oh, Winnie, Winnie, we have test spaces in Homa Bay, but let me say this. Winnie, in Kenya and even across the globe, we want to be very much honest, is that even the other day, is only the other day that I was in another, chairing another meeting on ending child marriage, like teenager pregnancies and the rest. So in Kenya, a girl child has been empowered and is being empowered as much. But what you are raising is matters to do with advocacy on like things to give a girl child those are right to own and to have a share within their homes. So that is an advocacy issue that we can now look into when we are doing things like when we come to your community and do advocacy and train people. So kindly, maybe that is not. I would say that that's maybe a wider area for us to look into. And I believe there is a team that is doing best that in Homa Bay. I'll check out it and share out with you, which is doing advocacy on the issues of girl child and the rest in Homa Bay. Hello? Can somebody hear me? Any offer, or should we take it back to Mr. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Yes. Yes, Victor.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sir. I was speaking with my microphone off. I was saying we've got a great team. I've just seen Reverend Samson, our director, Kenya there, Twikatane, with the counterpart. And probably he's got something to share before you leave, Mr. Rodgers. Reverend Samson.
Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon too.
I'm doing fine and I want to thank God. I want to appreciate our teacher today for what he has actually shared with us. Though I came late, I was in a meeting. Sorry for being late. Basically, the areas that you have touched based on the youths and the areas where youths are seeing maybe where to venture and invest. But particularly, I think our youths are good. They can do agribusiness, and I know they can do something in agriculture and also use the products for business. But now there are challenges that they're passing through in terms of production, marketing, and management. How will you explain this to the youth and the challenges that they are passing, share with them right now, so that maybe in future, if one of them may get into such business, they will be able to have a good production. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. It's good that it's someone from Kenya who is raising this concern. But over the experience that we have had in our selling our produce and with our farmers that we are working with is that we normally do what is called market survey first of all. So before you start to produce, you as a farmer, and this is not only for the young people, is for all the farmers. Before you venture into any product or any type of farming, you need to check on the available markets that you are going to sell this product in. Last year, in our model farm, but because we are done in terms of the time of planting and the raining patterns that we are really changing from time to time in Kenya, we ended up harvesting during the time that the market was overflooded with farms. So, so what I can say, as young people, for us to make it by the end of the day, this is why we are calling for young people to form what is called trade unions. If you go to places like Rift Valley, places like Central, those are places that we have been doing an exchange program with the youths in between Migori and Moranga, places like Nyeri, in Rift Valley, in most of parts of Rift Valley, like Nakuru. One of the things that we have realized that is not happening in Nyanza, and I'm happy that majority of the team that is here is from Nyanza, is that we are doing things individually, and this is happening even for mature farmers. Every farmer wants to speak, I am producing bananas. So when you go to the market, you don't have a bargaining power. You see that? You don't have a sample to speak with you. We can join trade unions as young people. We can be easily approach even the county government, the local government, and ask the government, why are you importing something like eggs. Eggs is what is being imported into Migori County in large scale. Why are you importing eggs to Migori? And we as young people, we are producing this also in plenty here. So issues that you are raising are advocacy issues and issues to do with governance. Secondly, financing aspect of it. When we come together as a trade union, and form a trade union, it becomes easier for us to access things like Youth Fund, Uwezo Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, and also get funding. It becomes difficult for you to access finance or a loaning system because you are standing as an individual. But if you come to Migori over in Migori, about 66 groups that we have engaged that are having active projects that are running, they will tell you that working together has enabled them to access financing from the government and from the private sector to start their businesses. So what I can say, what we are lacking is togetherness as the young people working together, and also to form and also to do market survey. And what has brought this is one thing that I've learned. We as the young people, we always have something in mind that our education will sort us out. And if you are a graduate, maybe with education, you are an educationist, you are 100% sure that your education will sort you out. So that's why we end up having a challenge of accessing resources to start our small businesses. Then finally, young people don't want to invest time to grow. They want to give something time. They want to start something today and tomorrow it works out. It works out for them. So this has always made them to fumble from one opportunity to another. They start a group today to do table banking. Tomorrow that group is dissolved. It is dissolved. They start a group to do poultry. The next day that group has been dissolved. Why? Because maybe there is no transparency, there is no accountability, so the group will end up being dissolved. So generally what we can say, it's our responsibility, my responsibility and your responsibility to engage young people and tell them what they are supposed to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe sir, where are you coming from, sir?
I'm coming from Kenya.
No.
Yes,
yeah,
I am Reverend Samson. I am Reverend Samson Oloch. I'm coming from Homa Bay, the director of Twikatane and DLI. Thank you.
The director of?
Twikatane, EV Kenya, and the DLI program.
Oh, that's great. That's great. But we might have interacted. You know, we have safe spaces in where Yugis.
Yes.
Next to Mawego.
Mm-hmm.
We have some groups that we have worked with them there. We have worked with some organizations, in Homa Bay, like Hand to Hand. I don't know whether you have had Hand to Hand.
Yes, I've heard about it, and I've also done them a leadership training.
Yeah, we have worked with them.
Thank you. So Twikatane is an NGO that runs the program of DLI in Kenya.
Yeah, I know
and there
that.
are other things that we are doing. I know soon we'll meet.
Sure. It's my pleasure. You visitors in Migori, tell us. We are also in Kisii. You can pass by. When you are passing Kisii, you can give me a call and I can direct you to someone. We have an office around there.
It's okay. Thank you.
Mr. Rodgers.
Yes.
Sorry we have kept you so long, and
no. Okay. It's okay.
We need 24 hours with you to learn more from you. I think we are going to release you now so that you can continue with their office work out there. And I'd love, on behalf of Twikatane IFAO or NGO and DLI and the students at large, management, would love to thank you for your time today and the sharing that you've done to our students. And we hope to see you tomorrow at the same time, 1 p.m. Kenyan time, and we pick it up from there. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. For those, maybe some of them can visit our social media platform to see what we are doing, like Facebook, YouTube. They can go to YouTube and see our videos in YouTube at Pillars Care Foundation in YouTube, in Facebook, Pillars Care Farmers Foundation. Our website is pillarscarefoundation.org.
Sir, you are going to do this. What you do is inbox me all those links, okay, nicely. Inbox me so that I can share to their directors in Kenya, Congo, Zambia, so that they can share to the students on their platforms and they can easily find you. Awesome, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Asante sana.
Asante sana. Karibuni, karibuni. Wonderful. Students, so what we're going to do is, I think instead of resting for 30 minutes, is it okay you can rest for 10 minutes? Then we get to the next, I think the next session we are going to have German language. We continue where we ended last time. I think let's have some 10 minutes. It's 2:30 there, 3 o'clock, you come back. God bless you. See you in 10 minutes. Don't miss. Oh, wow, I'm seeing Kenya there. Wonderful, wonderful. 1 second, sir, can you make the camera again there? I just want to pin the video. Okay. Guten Tag, Guten Tag. That's awesome. That's the Kenya. Guten Tag. You're looking awesome. You're looking good. Advancing with agribusiness. Perfect. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Front me. Let's meet in 10 minutes on German language class. Wow, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is good. This is good. Thank you. Thank you, students and the directorate there and team. Well done. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. See you in 10 minutes. So, gehen wir weiter mit unserem Programm heute. We continue with our program. Ich bin Evans Lukomona hier in Deutschland bei Twikatane e.V. und DLI. Jetzt habe ich die Studenten aus Kenia, Kongo und Sambia. Gehen wir weiter mit Deutsch course. We continue with one course. Microphones, immediately join. Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray. Okay, perfect, sir. Thank you so much. Good. We're going to continue with our German course. Now, last time we ended somewhere where, of course, we moved from das alphabet. Then we discussed how we can pronounce and spell our name in an office, German office, of course. And then we went to a very important part where I said this is quite important. You need to found your German language on the grammatical part of it, which is called the verbs. Okay? And we looked at the verb conjugations, how we can conjugate some verbs. For instance, kommen, to come. Okay, ich komme. Or lachen, to laugh. Ich with the pronouns. Ich, du, sie, wir, ear, air, Z, S, and so on. And I gave you a standard table, which I said very important. You've got to master it. So what we are going to do now, before we continue to the next level, where we are going to look at another very important aspect, the articles, okay? The articles of German language. First and foremost, I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to give you an exercise which you have to do within 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes, since you are profs of German language at this level. Okay, less than 10 minutes. Fill out, write in your book and fill out or write the complete sentence for practice sake. Okay, I'm going to share my screen now. Wait a second before I share. I'm going to do that. Can somebody confirm? Are you able to see that? Sound?
Yes, we can
Yes.
see.
Wonderful. Okay, you have to see it. 1 up to 8. Perfect. So what's the exercise? English side, okay? The German side. Here, I want you to fill out the right side. Let me counter check. Number 1, I come from Kenya. 2, we come from Congo. They come from Congo. Okay. So there are 2 possibilities we discussed. So here you're going to have 2 answers to write there. Number 3, 2 possibilities using Z and using ear. 4, she comes from Kenya. 5, he comes from Kenya. It comes from Kenya. Number 7, you, informal, which is do. You live in Zambia. Okay, you live, okay, not live, let's use, I want to use the same standard. You come from Zambia. And here we're gonna do the same thing. You come, yes, so that we maintain one verb, okay? When that verb is here. Oh, come on, 1 second. 1 second, good students. I just wanna do something. So the verb we are working with is common, okay? I come from, come. There's no any other. Okay, everywhere it is come. So under 10 minutes, don't copy the English part unless maybe, yeah, at this point, I think it's important you copy the English part, then you finish the German side. 10 minutes. It's not a test, it is classwork. And as you try, please avoid looking at what you wrote last time, okay, during the class. Just test, this is how you test yourself. Just test yourself, okay? Test your memory. Then when we start checking, even if you make a mistakes, it's okay, because you're trying to test whether you have absorbed. So don't flip the pages. You look at the example, then you write, then you are cheating yourself. You are not learning, okay? So assuming it's an exam now, though it's not an exam, how much would you score from 8 with your memory from last week and your revision? So do it that way, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
We've got 3 minutes. We've got 1 minute. I'm sure we're concluding there. Okay. Pretty good. So now, I take it that you all finished. What we are going to do is to work out the answers together. Wie gesagt, oh, come on, broke das. Yes, German side, kommen, das Verb, kommen, the verb we are using is kommen, to come. So what we are going to do is, Neon Ray, open your microphone, Neon Ray, microphone on, open your microphone. I'm going to have Mr. Neon. Okay, Neon still struggling to open the microphone. Mr. Elvis, open your microphone, sir. Good. Mr. Elvis is going to give us the answers for number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. You can read out, sir. Hello? Okay, 1 second. I have to share again. Mr. Elvis, can you hear me? Your microphone is off. Your microphone is off. Open your microphone, Mr. Elvis. Perfect. Mr. Elvis is going to give us questions 1 and 2.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, awesome. Yes, sir.
Number one, I come from Kenya, sorry. In Germany side, each common house Kenya.
Like this?
Germany side, number one.
Can you see on the board? Is this what you are saying? On the German side?
That one, exactly.
With, okay, exactly. Number 2?
With E, not N, with E.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Each common house Kenya. Number 2?
Number 2, we came from Congo. One common house Congo.
Via, like this?
Common N. House Congo. Exactly.
Very good. Very, very good, sir. Well done. Via Common House Congo. Now, another student, thank you, sir. You can mute yourself or I help you. No problem, I've muted you. They're good. They're good means very good. They're good. Number 3. Who can come in number 3? Clinton. Mr. Clinton wants to say number 3. I can see.
Yes, sir.
Good time. 2 possibilities.
Okay, thank you, sir. Number 3, C Commons House Kenya.
Like this?
Yes.
House Kenya. Okay, we are going to do that. Can you finish the other one? Or the other possibility you can use?
Ich kommt aus Kenya.
Ear, like this?
Yes. Kommt. Yes.
That's what we are receiving from Mr. Clinton. Any critics? Is everything correct with Mr. Clinton?
No.
Oh, somebody is saying no already. Why should somebody say no to Mr. Clinton?
Yeah.
Can you give us the reason why and where?
That's the part of J comes out Kenya. Supposed to be common.
Very good. Mr. Clinton, check that one, but well tried. Z common. Z common house Kenya. That's plural. They come from Kenya. Or ihr kommt. This one is correct. Wunderbar. Dankeschön. Nummer 4. Number 4. Who can brave out and open microphone to do number 4? Just open your microphone. Number 4. Let me just say 4, 5, 6. One person. Let's go. He, she, he, it. Number 4. Mr. Kevin, you are here? You are opening? If I want to say she comes from Kenya. Like I'm seeing here, she, Irene Odhiambo, Mrs. Irene Odhiambo. I can say Irene Odhiambo comes from Kenya. Or instead of saying Irene Odhiambo comes from Kenya, I can just say she comes from Kenya. So how do you conjugate she or z? Quickly. Okay, Winnie, from Winnie.
Hello.
Hello.
Je kommen aus Kenya. Comment.
At least.
Comment.
Somebody is saying no. What is somebody saying? The other person? Yeah, somebody saying the correct one. This is wrong. Somebody saying say it loudly.
Sie kommen aus Kenya.
With en, with en or with t. T. Very good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Sie kommt. She comes. Remember? This is reference. You are talking about another person. She comes. That S in English brings in the T. What about he comes from Kenya? T again. I want you to say the sentence. Yes, it's T.
He comes aus Kenya.
Air.
Kommt aus Kenya.
Kommt.
Kommt.
Yeah, because you read from the English side. Und it or S. What are we going to write here?
Kommt.
The same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very good. So, perfect. Es kommt aus Kenya. Okay? And last time we said these three. Okay? These three. Z, air, S. The formula is they all end with
T.
Very good. T. Perfect. Wonderful. And with T. Perfect. Then, thank you, ladies. There. Number 7. You come from Zambia.
Du kommst aus Zambia.
Okay. Let me write what I'm hearing. Du
Kommst.
Like this. Du kommt aus.
Kommst. ST.
Now you're talking. Wonderful. Very good. Du kommst aus Zambia. So in German, any country which starts with the Z in English, in German, the Z is turned to S. Okay? Zimbabwe. Okay? So du kommst aus Zambia. Sehr gut. Wonderful. On that. Yes. What about the last? This one?
Je kommen aus Zambia.
Sehr gut. Sie kommen aus Zambia. Perfect. Wonderful. Sehr good. You followed it very well and you've got it. As a comment, not T, please. Good. So, students, what you have done here, you can imagine this is going to follow you even on other verbs, even on other verbs. Okay. Now, let's go on to another phase of our German course. This part, I'm going to look for my document. Okay. This part is called the German articles. The German articles. Somebody to say, are you able to see or make it a little bit bigger? I think this is much better. Okay. The German articles, der, die, das. Last time I said something very important. Okay, I'm not reading here, I'm just talking now. Last time I said something very important, that in English language, we've only got one article. The book, the chair, the computer, the table, the house, the friend, the person, the. It is different from German language. German language has got three theys, okay? Okay? And these three theys are der, die, das, meaning anything on earth can be in the group of, let me take my pencil. Yes. Anything on earth can either be under der, can start with der, which is there. There means masculine, anything masculine, meaning representing manlish, something, okay, as a man. Masculine will start with there, okay? Then other things, objects or things will start with D. So this class lives in the house called D. The first class lives in the house called there, and you never change. Then the other class of things, the article shall always be das, das, das. So the D, this one, not die. Okay, the English speakers always start saying die, D. Okay, it is D. D is feminine, feminine, anything to do with woman, okay, feminine. Then das is neutral, neither there nor D. It's in the middle, okay? It's in the middle, not feminine, not masculine. It's neutral. So these objects or things are going to be placed under this column, okay? Now, this sentence in the German language, I'm reading here, in the German language, everything has got its article in the form of masculine, feminine, or neutral. Therefore, you can classify anything from its article. Okay, so you can classify anything from its article. If you know that this thing falls under D, you take it to D. This thing falls under das, you take it to das group. This falls under there, you take it to their group. Okay? Now, e.g., for example, the man, the woman, the car. So you see the English article is they, but different objects. The man, the woman, the car equals to their man. So you can, because now you are a man or you fall under masculine, your article shall no longer be there in German language. It shall be there, always, all the time. Then feminine, the woman, article is always die Frau. Okay, die Frau means the woman. The car, article is das Auto. So cars, they fall under das articles. Okay, so these are just representative things: Auto, Frau, man. And under them, there will be many more other objects or things with das. Under Frau, there will be many with D. Under man, there will be many with there. Not. But this is very important. This is very important. But in the plural form, all the time, and this should have been bold, in plural form, many, all the articles change to D. Interesting. So singular form, they separate. They are D, das. But when you are talking about anything to do with a man or two or more men, there is going to be thrown away. In plural form, we are going to say D. Feminine Frau remains constant. One woman or one feminine is D. More feminine is still D. That's why we say the power of woman. Singular, das Auto. If you have got more cars, das is going to be removed. More cars is going to go with D. And this is the example here. E.g., the men, the women, the cars. So look, the same sentence from top here, it changes. The men becomes the Männer. The women becomes die Frauen. Okay, even here the spelling is changing. You can't, there's no formula, it's just the way German language is. The cars, die Autos. Okay, at least this one gives like English, where we add S, the Autos. Other examples, let's have a look at other examples here. The people, the tree, the book. You can see English as usual, there. But the people, die Leute, not Leute. In German, when you see E and U coming together, it is pronounced like O, okay? So, Leute, die Leute, der Baum, the tree, der Baum, the book, das Buch. So the moment I want to say all these in plural form, okay, in plural form, the article is going to change. I'm coming. The article is going to change to die Leute, die Bäume, die Bücher. Okay, 1 second. There's some, how can I check the hands? There's some hands raising, 1 second. Oh, yes, who was
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes, please.
Sir, allow us see where you are writing them, please. We are not able to access your writings.
No, I'm not writing anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Are you able to see the board?
You can see the board.
Yeah, no, I'm not writing anywhere. I'm just reading on the board.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Any question? Any other person has got a question?
Hello.
Yes, please.
I can't see what you are talking about on the screen. It's still on the previous notes.
Which one do you have?
The ones we started with are what I can see.
Sure. Other students, what are you saying?
The same thing, sir.
How come? Wait, 1 second. 1 second, what could have happened? So I was talking to myself. Let me share again. I'm going to do that. Are you able to see here now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I'm going to do, 1 second, to avoid repetition. What do I do? Okay, in case you are watching this video, I was talking, you were looking at the other document. Now, because this wasn't shared, unfortunately, so I'm going to run through again the same message referring to this document. Thank you so much, gentlemen and ladies who notified me. Check your microphone, please. Check your microphone. So we continue writing. Perfect, thank you. Okay. So we go back. The German articles, the same thing I talked about. 1 second, please. Yes, the German articles. That, of course, you heard everything. Okay, what I'm talking about in English, the. But in German, we classify the under different categories. Der, here, der, die, das, depending on the object or a thing you're talking about. Okay? In the German language, everything has got its article in the form of masculine, I'm reading here, feminine, or neutral. Therefore, you can classify anything from its article. Continue. E.g., for example, yes, Clinton?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
I can see some pattern here. After the article, you can see all the words are starting with the capital letter. Is it a must?
Sorry, again, I didn't hear you.
I'm asking if after each article, the following word should start with a capital letter, because I can see all of them.
I get your point. Okay, that is another rule I'm going to teach you. Okay, not everything, but most of them, yes. When you are naming things, like for instance, car in English, we just write a car in small letter, isn't it? If it is inside the sentence, okay. But in German, it's written with capital letter. Okay, Frau, woman, we write in small letter, but in German, we write it in capital letters. That's a good question. 90% yes, sir. Good question. So, for example, the man, the woman, the car becomes der Mann, die Frau, das Auto. That is how they are classified. We can't change anything. Note, but in plural form, all the articles change to D. Okay, to D. So whether you are there, you are das, or D itself in original, when you are plural counting, it is going to be D. For example, e.g., the men, the women, the cars, die Männer, die Frauen, die Autos. So D. We have cancelled the singular there. We have cancelled the singular das. So the power of D, the power of woman, I call it. Other examples, the people, the tree, the book. Deloitte, here I said Deloitte, L-U, not Liute. When you see E and U together in German language, it's like you are putting O, okay? Leute, they are bound, the tree, they are bound. Das Buch, the book. You cannot master all the articles, but you will build up with time, okay? As we continue learning, coming across new words, we are going to be building, you are going to be mastering the article with your eyes closed. Very, very important. Now, there's a, when you have got a German dictionary, okay? A dictionary, any object or thing it writes, there is an article in front of it. But now in your case, you do not have any dictionary, okay? You do not have a dictionary. Now I'm going to show you the easiest way to use your online dictionary, okay? So that you can determine whether this thing you are talking about is there, or it is D, or it is das, okay? And this is it. Let me move. How you can build up. Let's see. Okay, this one deceived us. Okay, let's check. What am I looking for? Where's my here? Okay, so you are going to go to your phone. Are you able to see something here?
Yes.
Called Google something, yeah? Google Ubazeta. Okay. In your case, it is going to be called Google Translator. Okay. Go to Google, just say Google Translator. You are going to have something like this also on your left. Click English. If it is English you use, if it is French, click here, Français. Okay. It means French, or it's just meant to say French, no problem. Because here we've got French speakers and English speakers. Then, building the articles. Let me take something, just print anything you want, okay? Let me say, and when you print that thing you want its article to be revealed, start with the, okay? Say, the, anything. What can I put in? The banana. The banana. We know what a banana is. The tomato. All these are singular. Okay, I'm writing. The tomato. The bread. Bread, no bread to eat. I think we write it like this. The bread. The onion. For those who love cooking like me. Okay. That is okay for foods. Maybe I can say the boy, the girl, the mother, father, maybe the sister. We can increase, we say the brother, the uncle. Okay, let me add two more. Now things. Let me say the computer. And the last one, what could it be? The house. Yeah, let's say the house. Okay, now, okay, pretty good. You don't have a dictionary, but you've got a physical print dictionary you don't have, but you've got your dictionary in your phone or on your phone. Go to Google Translator. Left side English if you are writing English, left side French if you are writing in French. Then here click on the right dot. I want to get them from dot. And you can imagine how I've built the articles. The banana, the tomato, the bread, the onion, the boy, the girl, the mother, the father, the sister, the brother, the uncle, the computer, the house, the banana, the banana, okay, the banana. So the article for banana is feminine, so you are going to throw it to feminine. The tomato, the tomate, also is feminine. And remember, all these are singular. The bread, das Brot. The onion, die Zwiebel. The boy, der Junge, not Junge, please remember, yacht, der Junge. The girl, das Mädchen, not Mädchen, because there is umlaut, a point. Das Mädchen. So, Mädchen falls under neutral. The mother, die Mutter, feminine. The father, der Vater, masculine. The sister, die Schwester, feminine. The brother, der Bruder, masculine. And of course, for masculine, you don't even need to write. As long as you know that masculine is there. So uncle is going to be there. Brother is going to be there. Anything to do with, okay, masculine. Their brother, the brother, their brother. The uncle, their uncle. The computer, their computer. So the computer, though it's a thing, it's not a living thing. It falls under all these names: brother, uncle, father. The house, das house is neutral. So you take, normally what you do is to build. I want to give you a tip. When building, okay, when building, microphone, please, microphone. Oh, no. Microphone? Okay, thank you. So, when building the articles, okay, what you do is like this. I want to give you a tip for your homework, how to build articles. Okay, let me do this. Building. Let's say the German articles. Create tables according to what you want to learn. Okay? Or the articles you want to learn. For instance, there's things, okay, that you use in your daily life. For instance, you can say part 1, I'm going to learn about part 1. Okay. Part 1, you can say my house. Okay. Things in the house. Things in the house. This is how you are going to do it. Do this way. Okay. in the house. So this is how you are going to go. The window, for it, just right from your head, okay? The window, what else? The carpet, I think we write like this. The sofa, the what? The lamp. This we have got the lamp in the house, the kitchen. What else in the house can I talk about? The stove. What else in the house? The door. Make sure I write singular, okay? The door, what else? The key. What else do I find in the house which is prominent? The floor, the roof, the table maybe, yes, for eating, the chair, what last one can we do for the house? The chair, what is prominent? Okay. Oh, maybe the lamp we have done. The bed. Okay, the bed, the bathroom, the sitting room, bathroom, sitting room. Okay, the balcony maybe. So you are building yourself. So part one, you are talking of this. I'm not going to do part two, but part two, you can come say part two, you can build articles in the supermarket. Okay, so there now you are going to type in all the foods that you normally buy. Okay, the bread, the sugar. Okay, okay, I want to do this, and like this, you will see if you just sometime like every day, I want to be learning 10 new articles like this. You write now. Okay, here we are done. Then you come here. Okay, so you can say my house if you want. My house. Now let's put in the dictionary. Okay, please, I repeat, do not use this dictionary to build sentences and essays. It will confuse you. Normally it is not accurate. Okay, it will just give you 50% correct. But use it for single words. It gives you accurate. Now, so I'm building my stuff, my house, and these are the articles. So now you are going to copy it. Oh, come on. How do I do it? Okay, let me copy. I think I click here. So what it has given me, the articles are correct. And I'm going to push them here. Okay? 1 second. Their house has not be there. I want line by line so that okay, what's the font here? 24. That's too much. We are going to reduce the font so we have got a good vision of it. Let's say 18. Perfect. I like this. You see, I've done this in how many minutes? Maybe in 2 or 3 minutes. Write in your own language. Here it can be English on the left or French, but the result is going to be the same. Okay, so here please, those French, Congo, You should do the same homework in French. Very, very easy, okay? German or Dutch. Remember, German is Dutch, okay? Dutch. That's all. You have built your, let me do that. I can do that. Okay. Now look at what you have done. You have built quickly the articles for your house. Okay? My house, think in the house. Okay? Or we can just say things in my house. Now look at this. We are interested in the articles. Please, there's a nice rooster there. Close the microphone. I'm feeling hungry to eat that real chicken now. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. Now, the window, das Fenster. So, now, look at this. Your list is mixed, isn't it? It's mixed. Das there, das die. It is up to you now. You can, if you want, you can separate the same house, your same house, okay? You can even say this from your same house. You say, all things with there, I'm going to put them under here, okay? And you name them 1, 2, 3, okay? Or also you go, all things with D, I'm going to shortlist them here. All things with das in my house, shortlist them here. I'm telling you, in no time, in 1 week, you're going to be having articles like nobody's business. And I'm saying this for one reason, because where we are going, if you use a wrong article, another answer is going to be wrong. Okay, that's why I'm emphasizing. Now, or you can shade. Some people are good at shading. Das, normally, I don't know why it is shaded as black. You can shade das as black, there as blau. Blau is blue. Oh, and blue, D as red. Okay? If you've got pens, sometime not now. So you can shade your table like that. Then you start mastering. Things with black, you follow them. Things with there, you follow them. Things with D. So das Fenster, you even pronounce it. And goodness, with your dictionary on your phone, there's a microphone here. Okay, it's a standard. Also, you've got it here. Okay. For instance, if I play here, you are going to listen. You just play the voice.
Mein Haus, das Fenster, der Teppich, das Sofa, die Lampe.
You see, now it's showing you the pronunciation. Okay, it is very fast. So I'm starting again. So now how you can, even if the teacher is not there, you can learn how to pronounce it by clicking there. Listen.
Mein Haus, das Fenster, der Teppich, das Sofa, die Lampe, die Küche, der Ofen, die Tür, der Schlüssel, der Boden, das Dach, die Tabelle, der Stuhl, das Bett, das Bad, das Wohnzimmer, der Balkon.
That's it. And you can repeat and repeat and repeat, even if the teacher is not there. Das Fenster, der Teppich, das Sofa, die Lampe, die Küche, die Ofen, der Ofen, die Tür, die Schlüssel, der Boden, das Dach, die Tabelle, der Stuhl, das Bett, das Bad, das Wohnzimmer, der Balkon. And you've got your language on the left-hand side. After you have done, and I guess you, in 2 days, you can master your house and articles. The other 2 days, you just say, okay, I'm going to go supermarket. What things do I buy? The orange, the banana, the bread. It gives you the third time you're doing another part 3. Oh, I work. Maybe if you work at work, things, part 3, things at work, the boss, the colleague, the cabinet, things you use at work, and you're going to see how you're going to master out that one. Now, to close the session in 10 minutes, why are we doing, no, this must, we are not using, why are we mastering the articles? This is the reason, okay? This is the reason I'm putting on the board. Okay. This is the reason why we are mastering the articles. There did us. So from there did us, it takes us to possessive articles or possessive article in German language. Possessive, what is to possess something? Is to have something, isn't it? Something which belongs to you or belongs to somebody. That is called possessive. And the, excuse me, the words we use to possess something, we can use my, his, your, her, okay? And more, theirs, as long as it's possessive. This is my book. Das ist mein Buch. Okay, so that is possessive, mine. Now, the goodness with German language, you don't have to be scared. Okay? The principle we are going to use on one possessive article, okay, applies to all other articles, possessive articles. So if you master one, you've mastered everything. Like we did with the verbs, I told you to say if you master the way one verb changes, it's the same way all the verbs are going to change. The same with possessive articles. Now, let's go. In this example, I just took my, okay, representing the other possessive articles. In German, my, okay, can be written as meine, mine, or meine, with E at the end. My or meine. But when do I use meine? When do I use meine? Very easy. Now, look at this. Let me go back to this board. Possessive, possessive. Make it bold, bigger. Possessive articles. Okay. So here we are talking about. Here we are talking about article mine or meine, which means my, okay, as a representative article, meaning representing others. So you can either say mine or meine. But when do you use either when talking about, now comes there and does. Things we use mine without a at the end. That's the first possibility. I'm going to do this. But when talking about, okay, oh, let me do this. There, I'm going to do it blue. Thus, it's going to remain like that. Black. Okay, let me just, for the sake of, let me just say also blue to differentiate. So, when talking about masculine, anything masculine which belongs to you or to somebody, possessing, yeah, or anything article which has got does or falls under does, we use mine. We use mine, okay, because it's neutral or masculine. But when you talk about things under D, okay, we use mine, or any possessive article will end with letter E. Very important. Very important. So when we talk about feminine, anything feminine here, under D, starting with D, and it belongs to you, you are going to say mine. Mine. Okay? Mine. Also, as long as there does plural form, you will use okay. Like I said earlier on, so as easy as all that. So feminine, you end possessive article with E, mine. Or it could be there, but in plural form, you are going to say mine. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, formula, possessive. Okay. Formula, possessive. Mine equals to plus mine. Okay, I'm going to even do this and A. Mine equals to D. Oh, plural. That's it. That's it. Now, let's check here. This one here. Okay. Let's go back to here. Now here, possessive article. My, mine, oder meine. Singular. Now, all these are singular. My friend, mine, friend. Okay, now here, my friend. My father, mein Vater. Why mein Vater? Remember, the article for father is der, isn't it? Der Vater. Okay? We looked at it from some table somewhere here, which we did initially. Okay? We said the father. It gave us this. So you can build yourself. The father is their father. You see, their father. So when you possess your father with their, make sure you are going to write mein father without e. My brother, mein Bruder. My car, mein Auto. My tree, mein Baum. Okay? So all these things are either there or das. That's why we are saying possessive mine without e at the end. Now, let's go to the next. Feminine. You know mother is feminine. Meine. Are you seeing the ending? With e or a at the I'm ending. Meine. And when you speak it, show the examiner that you know what you are talking about. You are not just saying mine. Meine. When you say ne at the end, they know, oh, you know it is feminine. Meine Mutter, meine Schwester, meine Tante. This is cool. Why ne? Why ne? Because of here, the mother. Okay? The mother. What is mother giving you? It's coming. Die Mutter, die Mutter. Feminine. So feminine in possessive ends with letter E. Meine Mutter. Now, plural changes the meaning, isn't it? We have said plural, everything falls down to D. Plural, der, das equals to D. So look at this. My, where's brother here? Singular, my brother. We said mein Bruder. Yeah, because it's singular, their Bruder. But now more brothers are coming. My brothers. Oh, we change to meine. Meine Bruder, even the spelling changes. Don't worry about the spelling, that will come. I'm interested in how the possessive article now is changing with plural. From meine to meine. My cars. My cars, now there are many. Meine Autos. Look, one car is here. Mein Auto. Meine. Plural, meine Autos. Singular tree, my tree, meine Baum. Because the article here, if you remember, Baum is their Baum. Now, because it is in plural form, you're talking about trees, it will be meine Bäume, meine Bäume. As simple as all that. So, this rule you have learned from mine or meine. It applies to other possessive articles we are going to look at next time. So, when we finish, go through this stuff, okay? So you can even, this is the formula. You can also make a combined formula Mine equals to D plus plural. That's it. Mine D or plural. Mine on here. There on das. So, this is the basic and important foundation. In the next time when we come now to start, I start sending you the books, the pages of the German book. We start reading their topics, readable. We are reading together. You will be connecting. Oh, I know why this person is saying meine, because talking about feminine. I know why this person is saying meine without meine, because it is either das or der. Interesting. Or saying meine because he's talking about two people, or he's talking about two computers, or more things. Just that we have learned today. Okay. Now, unless there's any question based on this one, we are coming to the end of the session. Any question? Mr. From Clinton and Sharon? Oh, he's just saying thank you. Wonderful. Thank you too. Okay, Mr. Victor, Mr. Brighton, everything okay? All right, so we finish the sessions for today. Tomorrow, same time, 12 o'clock German time, 1 o'clock Kenyan time, 2 o'clock Congo time. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye. Vielen Dank.